Alright guys, what's going on? It's me, Ollie, aka TNS Attitude. I'm back again here on YouTube.com for all things professional wrestling. Now today guys, well, first and foremost, how's everybody doing out there? We are just chilling. We are just waiting on a few things, but today I want to make a video talking about the legacy of John Cena. Because I tell you now, John Cena is a talent that has come along and has come and gone. And I'll be really honest with you, in terms of his legacy, I do think that people really do underestimate really the legacy that he's left in WWE. I think that for the longest time, we as fans lived through the John Cena era. We lived through that ruthless aggression era, to which he would then of course go from being the doctor of thugonomics and of course break out in 2005 and go on to win the WWE Championship from JBL at WrestleMania 21. Would then have a few runs with the belt, well, several runs, should we say? He'd go on and really put in the work and become one of the most known talents on the face of the planet in terms of professional wrestler. You put John Cena's name up there with the likes of a Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock. John Cena's name is definitely up there. And I think that when we talk about his legacy, I think that really, because I look at it like this, Cena was always going more and more kind of not away from wrestling, because there's them interviews that are out there where he took his he mocked The Rock for saying he'd never leave, and then he was away for the ice cream van. Sorry, I'm just outside. I'm hearing a little car park. I'm just waiting for the family because they're picking up a few things, and I'm just here. And I thought, screw it, let's make a video. But yeah, it's talking about John Cena. I think that his legacy has definitely he's got a huge legacy. And in terms of his star power, I mean, there's been a couple of times post-COVID where they brought Cena back for a couple of appearances, but really I think we never ever really knew when the long-term or the full-time John Cena would wind down. And it's definitely more known and it's more telling that Cena is nowhere like he was in 2010, 2011, when he was having those great matches with CM Punk and Rey Mysterio and the likes of a Shawn Michaels in the UK all them years back, So in terms of Cena, I think he's had a Hall of Fame worthy career. People always argued about Cena, saying, well, there's a guy right there that can't wrestle, he's only got the 5 moves of doom, and that's it. But John Cena is a WWE superstar, and his role was always to be the superhero inside, outside the ring. And you can tell they're not going to get another John Cena in a hurry. They're not going to get one. We can all say, oh, well, Roman Reigns is that filling of that void. Well, he really isn't. He's a Roman Reigns, but I think that with WWE, it's become almost a thing where I don't even think they really knew when Cena was going to start to really wind down. But we are now in that stage, I firmly believe. I mean, I look at his WrestleMania 39 encounter with Austin Theory, and I watched that match, seen it live. I remember it was the opener of night 1, and I personally felt that it was very much, he got in, he got out, he left. He made no appearances during the weekend. There was no meet and greets with him. It was just in, out, done. Got in, punched in, as Brock Lesnar once used to say, he punches in, punches out, and goes home, And that's it, there's only been that kind of, that's the way it is. And I think that WWE in 2010, 2011, You know, I think, you know, they should have been building more guys. You know, they could have been more guys that could have been at Cena's level at that point. But, you know, the WWE process is very much the long term, the long goal. And, you know, we could all say, well, Cody's now the guy. But Cody's going through what's called almost like a long-term story. You know, people think Cody isn't going to get the big one. I still think there is a chance that Cody and Roman will be on the bill next year in Philadelphia. I just think that there's no way. But it's like, you could also say, well, there's a story there with Cody and Seth because of Seth and Cody and the injury. But of course, Seth was heel then, and now he's face, and you know. But yeah, John Cena, just as a talent, has I mean, now when he comes in, he's there to put guys over. I mean, you put Theory over at Mania, you know, and of course he's just coming in, doing these appearances and going. And I think where we are with Cena now is we're at that point where, you know, I think Cena could retire at WrestleMania 40 if they want to build John Cena as a talent to, you know, do Cena's retirement match, do it at Philly. There's also perhaps, I think maybe Cena could go in the Hall of Fame next year. You know, his legacy for everything he's done is something else. I definitely feel that WrestleMania 40, we're going to see something huge. It's got to be a John Cena Hall of Fame induction. I think that would be massive for his legacy, and also for, you know, a big number in the 40s to have like that. And you know, so there's that. I mean, Rock put him over at 29, and you know, then that was like his nod to say, okay, he's the guy. I mean, I remember I actually did watch the A&E special, the WWE Rivals Rock Cena doc. It's very good. Find it online. Very good. But yeah, you know. But like I say, to summarize and to wrap up this video, I think as fans, I think we all took John Cena for granted. I really do believe that as fans of wrestling, we took Cena for granted, and you know, he's come and he's gone. And that's all there is to it. I don't think as fans we really knew when it was going to be his time. I mean, it's like Randy Orton. You know, I know Randy's been going through back injuries, and he's been going through a lot of health problems that's been online, we've been reading. But, you know, Orton's, the Cenas of the world, these talents that to some people would say they just find them extremely dull and repetitive, but I tell you something, damn, don't you know when they're not there, because they were appreciated for what they were doing. But like I say, to summarize, Cena, I think Hall of Fame next year. Who would induct him? I think would have to be Kurt Angle, just because Kurt was the guy that it all started for Cena. Then I think Kurt is the guy for that. You get Kurt Angle to induct John Cena at the Hall of Fame in Philly. Simple. But that's today's video, guys. Like I say, do you think that the Cena train is done? Do you think he's got one more run? I think it's over, myself. I think that we're not really going to see him on a full-time schedule anymore. I just think that that's it, you know. He's doing what he's doing in movies like Batista and, of course, The Rock. So Cena is another one that has made the jump to the Hollywood movies and whatnot. Anyway, guys, that is today's video. I have got another video I'm going to be posting today, so look out for it. It's going to be a pickup video with a little unbagging as well, so check it out, guys. It's coming. And that is today's video. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like. I'll see you next time, guys.